Hello and welcome back to our Zero to Hero Norland challenge. And in the last episode, we made some progress on rebuilding our army. If you didn't see the last episode, we basically got rid of a lot of our more expensive taxation warriors and replaced them with cheaper ones. And so now we're trying to train these up and get to basically the strength that we had before, but for a lot cheaper. Now, one kind of issue that we are going to have potentially soon, and let's see if we can find her easily. I think she's right here. Yep, Niva. And she is 63 years old, which makes her like 5 years older than Sadibor, which means we are going to be needing a new commander soon. And at the moment, we don't have a Varn that is capable of doing that, but I'm going to be on the lookout for that. As soon as possible, I'm going to be hiring the new one. And that way we can replace Niva before she inevitably probably dies before Sadibor does. So most likely we are not going to be doing too much commentating in this episode. I will just pretty much update you guys if anything pressing comes up, but otherwise going to keep doing mostly just what we did last episode. Now Tyramina is causing some issues because she denied a date to poor Grimless over here, and also apparently Dwar hates her, so I'm just going to go ahead and exile her. We'll have Sadibor go ahead and take care of that, and hopefully that prevents everybody from having extremely low moods here. We're also probably going to reward Dwar, because right now he's got a little bit low loyalty. I don't know. Okay, she is leaving the settlements. We'll go ahead and reward now. And that way, hopefully his mood will improve a little bit as well. Okay, not a lot of note today, but we do have the trader, and meat is still at a good price, so we are actually going to sell this down to about 15 per piece. And otherwise, I don't think there's really anything else to get rid of. So we are just going to take a look, and we will probably grab just this military logistics book. I would love to increase our army movement speed before we start to do the rest of this map takeover. So we're going to go ahead and set Sadibor to actually learn that. And just taking a look, there are no bandit camps really, except down here there is one for 2 that's very, very far away to go and attack for just 50 gold and maybe a prisoner. So we're just going to ignore it for the moment. Unfortunately, Dwar is having a nervous breakdown, and now he is in a fight with a peasant. A farmer, no less. I have a feeling this isn't going to work out too great for Dwar, but maybe it will. He does, after all, have a shield. Seems okay so far. He has 1 bruise. This guy's got 12. Yeah, never mind. He is definitely winning this. That's hilarious. And now he's oh, he's going to kill him. I think he's going to kill him. Wait, no, maybe not. Oh, now he's fighting somebody else. Alright, well, he'll just keep doing this until he gets knocked out then, I suppose. Now, currently we have too many jobs for the amount of workers we have, and I don't want to result in anything being left unattended, except for the mines. We're just going to go ahead and take this down, and we're just going to snooze it entirely because we do have the 50 iron, and we aren't building any peasant houses at the moment. We probably will want to. Oh, now it's saying there's 1 unemployed. Okay, we'll just put 1 then. That's probably alright. And then we are probably going to want to build some more peasant houses, but we'll just wait and see when it becomes required. Now, unfortunately, because of Dwar's really, really bad mood right now, and I could have him do this intimacy, but then it will count, I believe, as a sin, and he's already got some major sin negative bonuses, so I really don't want to keep increasing that. This ends in 3 days. It's a very long time. And I don't even know what the sins exactly are. Let's see. Fight, insulted, and cruel joke. Yeah, so because he went insane and fought a bunch of people, that's part of it. He did an insult and a cruel joke, so I don't really want to keep stacking those. So, I don't know. It's getting a little tough with him. I don't know why he is just doing so poorly. He's, of course, obsession with that desire is definitely not helping, but I don't know. Maybe we should just try it. Let's see. We'll let him go be intimate with a peasant. We'll see if it helps. Alright, so at least so far it seems to be bringing his mood up. Yeah, it actually only gave him like a -9 extra to his his sin negative mood, so we shall see. That seems to be helping so far. We'll probably have Sadibor go and take care of his desire. He just wants to go see Perla, and I think Perla was from Fasna here? Yes. So, oh, and she's 70, so we might want to take care of that soon. She might die, and then he'll be upset that she died. Okay, so I am sending Sadibor over to Perla just to hang out. Alright, and today we do just have the one Varn that we can hire at 3 combat skill. And there is a peasant, but he seems to be a fanatic. Not really going to be a very good idea, and they're unhappy as well. Alright, now we do have some homeless now, so we are probably going to want to start building some extra peasant houses. And we're going to build them right about here. And we're just going to fill up this area entirely. We'll just put as many as we can kind of in this general area. Let's see if we can fit one here as well. Alright. And we'll just build them all over, like I said. Alright, that is probably good for the moment. That is quite a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 it looks like. So 22 more peasants we can handle. And we will just go ahead and we'll put this one on build first, this one on build first, and this one on build first, and we'll just snooze these ones for the time being, and just try to do them as needed. Now as well, since we don't actually have enough medical cells right now, I am going to go to trade, and I'm going to take off this trade automatically, and we'll just trade the meat on our own, and whenever we have a bunch extra, we will sell the medical cells as well. Now unfortunately, Dewar was bribed yet again, it seems like, and his mood is at least good, so that should help his loyalty, hopefully. But now, unfortunately, Sadbor's mood is abysmal, and I think part of this is actually that he's hungry, so we'll let him go eat. Otherwise, he actually has a hatred for Dewar now, which is definitely not good. But the severe hunger should improve his mood quite good. And we also ended the rat invasion, which is good. Okay, I haven't actually seen this unique guest. It is a witch, and they're Caden, so you don't have any action on them. I'm not quite sure what they do. The witch asked for shelter and protection from Bishop in exchange for gratitude. You can bribe the Bishop so he doesn't notice. In return, you will receive a gift. You can report to the Bishop about your desire to execute. Relations with the matriarch improves, but the witch may have enough time to curse your king. Huh. Well, I think I would prefer to actually side with the matriarch, honestly. But will they curse me? Seems like a pretty big risk. I wonder if we should just do nothing? I think it's too big of a risk for us right now. We're gonna do nothing. Alright, so I did mention that Niva was dying. It appears that she did die. I didn't see her die. I don't know where she died at or anything like that. But it appears that that has happened. So, we are now searching for a new commander. And so far I haven't found one, but hopefully it will not take too long because we are going to need one in order to do any campaigns. Since we can't use Dewar because he's too good. It seems a little unfair, and Sadibor would probably die as soon as he gets into combat, so we're definitely not using him. Now, additionally, we are probably going to switch Vitamore over to being educated by Grimless, but it won't let... Oh, because he's poor relation with the king. Okay, so that's going to be something we're going to need to fix. Let's take a look. So it's only -5. We should be able to do that once the day breaks. Additionally, we have 5 unemployed now, so we're going to go ahead and bring up the people on the mine. Did we have the max on scaffolding? We don't. And Hall already has the max, so everything is also probably maxed as well. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to place another rutabaga field, and we might place it over here this time. That way Sadibor can maintain it a little more easily. He's already having to go all the way across pretty much the entire city at this point, but this kind of splits up hopefully he can do this side one day and this side the other day, as long as it lines up that way, which it probably won't. Now, because we are probably going to have more unemployment soon, we are probably going to also go with another pig farm. Now, this is actually getting rough, because we don't really have the amount of rutabaga And I've tried to put, of course, loyalists onto the rutabaga fields, but of course, since we are hiring them into the army now, this is a little more difficult. We could just try to make sure that Varns are doing it because they get 20% more efficiency. We could at least do this, but we have 46 Varns. Okay, that actually may perfectly align to the amount that we need for these. So let's go ahead and switch all these over. And for the last, there's 12 more Varns, so we'll go ahead and put these onto a couple of these pig farms. And there's one left over, but we're just going to set this one over here to automatic, just because we don't want to pull any from the rutabaga fields. And now we will try to make sure that macaws are actually working on the brewery. And otherwise, everything else could probably just be automatic. That should help a little bit, though. Now, as you can see, this bandit camp has 9 soldiers, but we don't currently have a commander. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and hire this Tanea one, and that is going to be kind of a waste of money for the longer term. However, it will allow us to, in one day, well, however long it takes, 41 hours for them to get here, and then we will at least have a commander that we can use temporarily until we find a Varn one, which may take some time. I probably should have been planning for that a little sooner, but I didn't realize Niva was getting so old so fast. It's kind of, time is getting away from us a little bit, but we should be okay. Now, it does seem that we are also going to need another temple soon. We currently have basically 3 free slots. So the best way is probably going to be to move one of these pig farms, and we'll just go ahead and do that now. Oh, then there is exactly one slot too little here. So we may have to move this alchemy lab first. So I think that's probably the best slot for it. And it looks like the alchemy lab will have to go over here. That's okay. And we will just move this one. Try to keep it as close over here as possible, and as close to those rocks. Okay, that seems good. And then we will place another temple. And hopefully mostly warriors will frequent this, but some peasants are naturally going to end up over here as well. And that's okay. So Dewar's loyalty seems to be dropping. That's just because of bad relationships with Sadibor here. And he is apparently going to rise soon. I was hoping that wouldn't happen yet, but it appears that it may. Tonight I will try to have them spend time together, and hopefully he won't actually end up rising up. Or if he does, hopefully nobody actually follows him, but that could be pretty bad. We'll just have to see if we can't fix his relationship a little bit with Sadibor. Now, I hadn't been paying attention, but I totally forgot to actually set the nectar in the finance screen over here. Because apparently that isn't set by default, so we'll go ahead and set that up to max now, and people will actually make use of it. Luckily, nectar just kind of sits there if you don't use it, so it's not like it's too big of a deal. And we'll just go ahead and now try to have Dewar and Sadibor spend time together. Now, he also hates Dewar. Dewar doesn't actually hate Sadibor that badly, though, so hopefully we can fix these relationships. So that did improve the situation, however, he still doesn't quite like Sadibor. I don't really want to have him flesh wolf hunt, because they might die. Although, their mood is okay. Their mood's okay, so maybe we should just try it. So as you can see, we did finish these other peasant houses, and we're just going to go ahead and start the rest of them up. And the builders can go ahead and take care of that at any point. However, we don't have very much wood right now, so what we're going to do, we're going to move the lumber mill. And probably nothing fancy, we'll just kind of keep moving it between these two areas now. Unfortunately, they don't want to do the flesh wolf hunting because they needed to go to sleep. So we'll actually just go ahead and cancel this for the time being. It's very unfortunate that his loyalty is getting so low. I could buy more holy rings at the trader next time they show up. We have a whole lot of gold, but we're probably going to have a lot of taxes to pay as well. But I think that is probably where we're going to call it for today. As you can see, mostly these kind of mid-tier warriors are the ones that have mostly been training. I think we had a couple of tier 1 warriors that have now gotten up to like level 3. Let's take a look at that average. And it is it's 5. I think it was pretty much 5 already, so I don't think we've really gained there too much. But I have been watching them train. I've seen some level ups, so it's just going a little bit slowly. However, we seem to be out training on Ugrad at least, and Gorno and Siva. Siva is pretty strong, so is Kriege. Kriege isn't as powerful, but Siva's getting pretty powerful. And otherwise, we do have our warrior. He's 13 hours away, and then we can get back to fighting bandit camps. Still no Varn commander. But we are having issues with Dwar. He may become a turncloak pretty soon, which is rather unfortunate. And our resources are becoming a bit of a problem as well. I'm not sure if this is inefficiency or just, I don't know, rutabaga seems to be becoming a big issue. I think one thing is that the soil fertility is down a little bit, and this may be hurting us as well. So we may need to just stop cutting down forests soon. Just turn this off completely, and hopefully that will actually improve the soil fertility a little bit. But it doesn't show that it's actually affecting this, so I think soil fertility is only for trees, but I don't know for sure. But either way, that's going to be it for this episode, and I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.